Good evening. In my essay titled Nuclear Energy and Recent Technological Advances, I chose to explore the prompt of choosing a form of green energy and examining its limitations as a national grid-level energy resource and propose the kind of technology or policy advances that would increase its viability. Incidents like Chernobyl have shaken the world in its understanding of nuclear energy. However, the demands of energy in the modern era have spurred scientists and ecologists to investigate solutions for clean energy. In my essay, I explored the benefits of nuclear energy, include that it is a zero-carbon source of energy. Renewable energy, such as nuclear energy, is an efficient way to battle climate change. Countries like the United States and China use nuclear energy to generate electricity. Jowick states in his article titled Nuclear Energy and Financial Development for a Clean Environment that nuclear energy significantly contributes to environmental protection, and electricity generated from nuclear sources leads to reduced CO2 emissions without hindering long-term growth. Nuclear energy produces low carbon emissions, mitigating trapped CO2 in the atmosphere produced by other resources such as coal and oil. With technology, scientists understand the importance of using fewer fossil fuels to mitigate climate change. In my essay, I explored the use of fast breeder technology and used in nuclear energy. Fast breed technology uses leftover uranium in a reactor to form plutonium as another source of fuel for nuclear fuel. This is an important accomplishment because of the major problem of nuclear waste when using nuclear energy. However, the major problems discussed in my research essay is that nuclear energy can be an open door to nuclear resources in the wrong hands. As Suman states in his article, Hybrid Nuclear, Renewable Energy Systems, that security concerns about the attack by terrorists as well as potential of non-civilian uses of nuclear are the key arguments used against nuclear energy. Another disadvantage discussed in my essay is that of the potential of another major accident like the Fukushima accident. In 2011, a tsunami hit the coast of Japan, and the workers of the Fukushima plant took measures to shut down the reactors in preparation of the tsunami. However, the factory lost power and failed to properly cool the reactor. Thus, a nuclear fallout occurred, releasing high amounts of radioactive isotopes into the environment. However, while nuclear meltdowns are terrible and unfortunate, nuclear reactors have been engineered to minimize the likelihood of an accident. In my essay, I examined the mining problems of uranium and plutonium when using nuclear energy. The question when dealing with these atoms is if there is enough isotopes as a stable fuel source for nuclear technology. Some ways nuclear energy has mitigated this problem is by spent fuel recycling. Like fast breeder technology, scientists are trying to mitigate this problem of nuclear waste, also discussed in my essay, by recycling and repurposing spent nuclear fuel. Some important alternatives that I discussed in my research essay to nuclear energy being the solution to climate change through recent technology is the rise of hybrid nuclear technology. Hybrid nuclear technology cooperates two sources of renewable energy to produce energy sustainable to that of burning fossil fuels. The implementation of using renewable energy to battle climate change eliminates the need for fossil fuels and leaves no carbon footprint behind. The combining of nuclear energy and a renewable source of energy not only shifts the focus of the cons of that element away, but also generates greater power revenue that is clean and efficient. Another alternative to nuclear energy that scientists have recently investigated is hydrogen technology. Like hybrid nuclear technology, scientists hope to incorporate the use of nuclear energy to produce hydrogen. Stanislav states in his article, Economic Aspects of Nuclear and Hydrogen Energy in the World and Russia, that in fact, it is the symbiosis of the nuclear and the hydrogen energy together with the renewable energy sources for the formation of a new sustainable system of global energy industry. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed my introduction to my research essay. Thank you.